Oh, you want to be a baddie? Let's make you a baddie. Because I'm so sick of you being a people pleaser, being insecure, staying stuck in the victim mindset. I'm so over it. I want my girls to win every single day, stay confident, and achieve any goals they want, and become the baddest baddie in the world in 2026. Still, these 20 lessons I learned the hard way. And these 20 lessons are gonna make you disgustingly gorgeous and smart. Stay till the end, because the longer you stay on this channel, the hotter, smarter, and more confident you become. Lesson 1. Your maximum is my minimum. If you think your standards are too high or your friends keep telling you're too much, you're in the wrong group. Change the group. If you have high standards, average people will keep saying, oh, your standards are too high, you're too strict, no one's gonna meet them. Girl, you're so in the wrong group. What do you mean no one's gonna meet my standards? I meet them. My standards come from me, and I can meet them. I can reciprocate anything I ask for. So if you think mine are too high or I'm too much, you're just not on my level. Don't make it as if it's my problem. The real problem would be me being okay with low standards. I'm not saying you're wrong. We're just different. It's just your maximum is my minimum. But it also means my maximum is someone else's minimum. That mindset keeps me from getting lazy, keeps me disciplined, and keeps me constantly leveling up. So don't change your standards. Change the people who say yours are too high. And remember, you are never too much. Lesson 2. Don't chase the goal. Chase the identity. Stop obsessing over the goal. Start obsessing over the identity. Because that's what makes your manifestations happen faster and easier. Think of the goal as the fruit on the tree. Your identity is the root system. Fruit is visible. Roots aren't. But without strong roots, the tree can survive a storm. And if the tree doesn't survive, you never get the fruit. You never get the result. Manifestation doesn't happen just because you want something badly. It happens because you become the kind of person for whom the outcome is normal. So build the identity first. Chase the identity. We don't do whole soft feminine affirmations here. Like, oh, don't be hard on yourself, let things come to you. No, we chase here. You embody a freaking hunter and chase that identity like there's no tomorrow. You fight for it. Because changing your identity isn't easy. It's freaking hard. So you have to go hard too. You have to stay in control. Soft passive energy won't help you here. You chase the identity. You get obsessed with the identity and make it completely yours. And once your identity is solid, your manifestations start happening for sure. For sure. Because now you're operating from the right foundation for the person you want to become. Lesson 3. Make your brain work for you. I love using this. RAS is basically your brain's filter system. There's way too much information coming at you every day, so your brain automatically tunes out most of it and only highlights what it thinks matters. For example, the second you decide you want a Porsche, your brain tags Porsche as important, and suddenly you see Porsche everywhere. That's RAS. It helps you notice the right information, the right people, the right opportunities. So manifestation feels a lot easier. It's like your brain starts filtering out all the noise. It's like telling your brain what game you're about to play. You're basically telling your brain, get me the right resources so I can achieve X, Y, and Z. And this is also the science behind why goal setting, visualization, affirmations work. When you make a vision board or listen to affirmations, you're telling your brain, this matters to me. And once your brain locks onto that, your RAS starts working in that direction. So use it and let your brain help you get there faster. Lesson 4. Don't feel sorry for people you say no to. The only person you should feel sorry for is yourself for not protecting your feelings, your energy, and your time and peace. I say no a lot, like a lot, and it's helped me more than almost anything else. Saying no protects my time, my energy, and my peace, and my money, and my beauty, and it keeps my life aligned with my standards. Because if you keep saying yes to things you don't actually want, that's how you become a people pleaser. So I'll keep saying no to anything that doesn't match my standards or my energy. And I don't feel even a little bit, sorry about it. Many people are afraid to say no because they think it makes them a bad person. So they feel guilty about it. And yeah, turning people down can make you feel guilty, but you should feel guilty about making yourself uncomfortable just to make someone else comfortable. How about that? Saying no is a skill and you have to practice it. Know exactly what you want and say no to everything that isn't. Lesson 5. Never tell people these 3 things: your insecurities, your trauma, and your financial situation. I would never tell people these 3 things, no matter how close we are. They don't care about what you've been going through or what kind of trauma you have. They don't feel sorry for you. In fact, they are happy to see you're struggling. So don't tell them your trauma or your insecurities. They will use it against you. And never tell people how much money you make. They either get jealous or try to use you for money. Girl, you don't need that jealous. Keep your finances private. When someone asks how much money you make, just say, enough. I'm not saying everyone is bad. I always try to see good in person. But the truth is, not everyone has good intention. And at the end of the day, no one's gonna protect you, defend you, or fight for you the way you can. From my experience, the best way to protect yourself is to keep your mouth shut. Lesson 6. Don't chase money. Chase value. Money is just a byproduct of what you do. When you bring real high value to people, money follows naturally. Sure, you can spend all your time thinking, how do I make more money? But if you focus on value, everything gets easier because value is what creates money in the first place. Remember lesson 2? Don't chase the goal, chase the identity. It's the same idea. Value is the source. Money is the result. So instead of asking, how do I get paid? Ask, how can I create real value? Lesson 7. A job alone will never make you financially free. Jobs pay bills. Assets buy freedom. Working at a company is fine, but it shouldn't be your end goal. Because if you get fired, what do you have? When you think about rich people, the ones who are always traveling, playing golf on a random weekday, most of them don't have a job. They have assets, stocks, books, digital products, things that make money for you, even while you sleep. And for me, real freedom isn't just financial freedom, it's time freedom too. So while you're working a job, save money, then invest it. Stocks, a business, content, anything that can pay you back. And for God's sake, don't waste your money on stupid stuff like labubu. Build assets. Build systems. Lesson 8. Social media is a double-edged sword. It can be one of the best tools in the world. There are insanely helpful resources on it. Educational videos, full lectures, free classes, motivational content, life-changing information. You can even learn a new language. I literally taught myself English by watching people's vlogs on YouTube. I've never had a personal English tutor or anything. It was all YouTube and Netflix. But unfortunately, most people don't use it like that. They use it for mukbangs, gaming videos, random scrolling, celebrity gossip. Like, you don't need to overanalyze what's going on between celebrity A and B. It's none of your business. Social media can either upgrade your mindset, your skills and knowledge, or it can quietly steal your time and energy and your focus. So the question isn't, is social media ruining us? It's, how are you using it? Lesson 9. Once you start something, finish it. I know it's hard for an ADHD person like me, but I read an article about how unfinished tasks affect your brain. And the best metaphor is this. It's like having way too many tabs open and never closing any of them. Even a small task becomes mental clutter if you leave it incomplete. And now it's living in your head as background noise. And that's the problem. They take up space. They steal clarity. You get tired easily. You feel foggy. Your brain stops moving fast. You burn out. So don't try to do everything at once. Try to do one thing at a time. Whether it's a book, a movie, or homework, just do one thing and finish it before you start something new. Trust me, it works so well. It helped me finish a task that would normally take 2 hours in just 30 minutes. Lesson 10. It's better to quit one bad habit than try to start 10 good ones. For a long time, I thought leveling up was about stacking multiple healthy routines, but I realized it's more about removing what ruins your routine, clearing the obstacles out of the way. In my experience, quitting one bad habit was way more effective than trying to start 10 good ones. And it really helped me simplify my days and make everything I do more sustainable. Because one bad habit can drain your energy all day. So if you really want to level up this year, instead of stacking a bunch of healthy routines, start by quitting one bad habit. You'll start seeing real change. Lesson 11. If they're always losing their AirPods, that's a red flag. This is a lesson from my personal experience, so just take this reference. There's a type of person who's constantly losing their stuff. AirPods, wallets, their phone. I stay away from them because I've never had good relationships with people like that. They always bring so much unnecessary drama into my life. Their schedule is so messy. They're never on time. And their relationships are usually so complicated. And on the flip side, the people who have really great relationships with me never lose their stuff. They're always on time. They keep their space clean and they don't bring drama into my life. So I always pay attention to how people treat their stuff. It's one of my ways of filtering people, and it's never disappointed me. It's a red flag for me. Not like, oh, you're a messy person. It's just a pattern. Messy habits usually come with messy energy. This is a very controversial take, and I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I'm just speaking from my experience. Lesson 12. Don't listen to average people if you don't want average results. If you want to be exceptional, you have to be the exception. If you want an uncommon life, stop taking advice from people who live average lives. I'm not saying disrespect them. I'm saying be selective. Because advice is a blueprint. If you follow someone's blueprint, you'll build their life. If you want to be successful, you need to move like the 1%, not the 99%. You need to do what most people won't do. This is the best advice I can give you guys. Balanced life, soft feminine energy, slow mornings, those are all good. But I also want you to be the hunter, the leader, the chaser in your life, because that's how I achieved my goals. Now that I think about it, what moved me wasn't motivational or hope. It was hunger for the goal. Bestie, bring out your masculine energy and use it to go after your goals. It's time to move. Lesson 13. Life is like driving. When you're on the road, it's not flat the whole time. There are rough roads, there are sharp curves, there are uphill stretches that feel exhausting, there are downhill stretches that feel easy, but it's all still part of the route. It's all taking you to the same destination. So even if life feels hard right now, don't panic. Just tell yourself, oh, I'm on a curve right now. And curves don't last forever. You don't need to fix the whole road. Just keep the wheel steady and keep moving. And if you keep going like that, one day you'll look up and realize you're already there. Lesson 14. Fear isn't real. It's your brain protecting you. This mindset changed my perspective. Once I understood how the brain works, things got easier. When you try something new or step out of your comfort zone, you feel anxious and scared, right? Most of the time, that fear isn't a sign that something is actually dangerous. It's your brain trying to protect you. Your brain is basically a prediction machine. It likes what's familiar because it can predict what happens next, and that feels safe. But when something is new, your brain can't predict the outcome, so it treats it like a possible risk. That's why fear shows up. And once I started seeing fear as a body response, like chemicals and signals, its power dropped. It made the fear feel way less real. So now, when a fear or worry comes up before a new challenge, I just tell myself, oh, my brain is trying to protect me, and I move anyway. If you let fear stop you and you do nothing, you're basically choosing to stay the same forever, never trying anything new. And who wants to live like that? Lesson 15. The closer you are to leveling up, the more you shake. Right before a new belief or identity becomes your new normal, things start to feel unstable. You get shaken, like, hard. Suddenly, you feel the urge to go back to the old version of you. Old habit starts calling. You feel confused, unfocused, and tempted to drop everything and go back to what's familiar. It's like the old you is fighting to come back. But this chaos isn't a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're transitioning. If you stick with it, if you face the discomfort instead of running from it, things start to settle down. Your new habits stabilize. Your new identity locks in. Your new reality becomes normal. Those old me cravings, they're not setbacks. They're proof that you're right at the edge of your next level. So keep going. Lesson 16. Short-term discomfort creates long-term comfort. Make yourself uncomfortable now so you can be comfortable later. Going to the gym is uncomfortable. Saying no is uncomfortable. Waking up early, staying in a calorie deficit, reading instead of scrolling is uncomfortable. But think of discomfort as an investment. You're paying a small price now to buy a much easier life later. Because comfort now creates discomfort later. But discomfort now creates comfort later. If you always choose what's easy, yours gets tough later. Your body gets weaker. You're not gonna take risks or challenge yourself. Your life always stays the same because you always choose the easy way. But discomfort today creates comfort tomorrow. So do something that makes you uncomfortable. Lesson 17. Don't explain or defend yourself to the wrong people. Even if you did nothing wrong, even if you hired the best lawyer in the world and wrote the perfect statement, the people who don't want to believe you still won't believe you. They only believe what they already decided in their own head. So don't waste your time trying to clear up the misunderstanding. Let them misunderstand you. Don't argue with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You just lose time, your energy, and your brain cells. Protect your energy like it's money. Because it is. Lesson 18. Successful people aren't geniuses. They're just people who act. Most people, like 99%, spend their whole life just waiting for the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, the perfect chance. But that's an illusion. There's no perfect timing. People are so scared to make the first move, so they just stay stuck in the same place forever. Successful people are simply the ones who moved first. Have you ever had a big, amazing business idea and thought, wow, this is such a valuable idea? And then a few months later, you see someone else actually do it, make it real, and now they're making tons of money. Imagine that being you. That could have been you if you made the first move first. Ideas don't belong to you. Anyone can have them. It only becomes yours when you turn that idea into something real. Lesson 19. The best advice for someone else can be the worst advice for you. Everything is relative. What works for your friend might actually destroy you. So you have to figure out who you really are and what works for you. We're living in an age of information overload. And if you want to level up, you need to build the skill of filtering, knowing what to take in and what to ignore. The last one. Lesson 20. 0 friends is much better than 10 fake friends. I would rather be alone than surrounded by the wrong people. Toxic people don't just ruin your mood, they ruin your future. Always watch who you hang around with, because the people around you shape how you think, how you act, and what you believe. If you want to know where someone is headed in life, look at their circle. You don't need a lot of people. You need the right ones. And until those people show up, being alone is not a weakness. It's protection, it's clarity. Sometimes solitude is the upgrade. Comment the lesson number you're taking into 2026, because I want to see what kind of girls are building this year with me. And if this video helped, please subscribe. I'm not here to motivate you for 5 minutes. I'm here to help you actually change. And remember, bestie, your life doesn't level up from information. It levels up from decisions. Protect your energy. Close your loops, raise your standards, and move like the person you said you're becoming. Save this video for the days you start slipping back into the old you. Rewatch it, pick one lesson, and get back on track. 2026 is not for average. I'll see you in the next one. Danke fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns im nächsten Video. Tschüss, tschüss!